Poinsettias don't need to be watered often. A general guideline is to water them approximately once a week or every 10 days. However, it's important to note that individual homes may have different conditions affecting the plant's moisture needs. Therefore, it is recommended to check the poinsettias daily to ensure that they receive the appropriate amount of water based on the specific environment in which they are placed. Before you water, make sure the soil of the poinsettia feels dry. A quick way I like to check if it needs water is by using a chopstick. Insert it into the soil. If you notice that the topsoil is sticking on the chopstick, don't water. If only the end of the chopstick looks wet, then you can water. You should always wait for the topsoil to dry out completely. During winter, overwatering is a common problem for most houseplants. Therefore, following good watering habits for your houseplants can make a significant difference. Keep in mind that poinsettias come from the rainforest where the topsoil dries out rapidly. Bring the plant close to wilting, but not until it's totally dried and stressed. This kind of wilting isn't good for the plant. When your poinsettia is dry, give it a good drink until water comes out of the bottom of the pot. Another way to saturate the plant well is bottom watering. Pour water into another pot and set the plant pot into it. Let it soak up water from the bottom for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Poinsettias have thin and fragile roots because they are used to places where the soil isn't deep. If you give them too much water, their roots can get rot quickly. If you give a poinsettia too much water, it might look wilted and droopy, making you think it wants more water, but in reality, it doesn't. When a poinsettia's roots are sick, the leaves will start to fold or droop, and the soil will be very wet. So, it's crucial to make sure the poinsettia is genuinely dry before watering it. The plants are very sensitive to overwatering and will develop root rot quickly if you kept too wet. Also, make sure the container has proper drainage to help prevent overwatering. Once poinsettias are in full bloom, there is no need to fertilize them. They are flourishing during this time and don't require many nutrients in this phase of their life cycle. Now let's see indications that a poinsettia requires water. Dry soil. Check the soil's top layer with your finger. If it feels dry to the touch, it's likely time to water. Wilting appearance. Poinsettias may start to droop or look wilted when they need water. This is a visual cue that it's thirsty. Leaf drop. If leaves begin to drop, it could be a sign of dehydration. Poinsettias tend to shed leaves when they lack sufficient water. Lightweight pot. Lift the pot. If it feels notably light, the soil is probably dry and the plants need watering. Dull leaves. Healthy poinsettias' leaves are vibrant. If they appear dull, it may indicate a need for hydration. Also consider the location of your poinsettia and make sure it's not too close to a heater or radiator that might cause the soil or leaves to dry out faster. Now let's see overwatering signs in a poinsettia. The typical signal that a poinsettia is getting too much water is yellowing and dropping leaves, starting from the lower part. This could also indicate excessive fertilizer use. You might consider repotting, adding dry soil to the new pot to absorb excess moisture. In the future, water the plant only when the top inch of the soil is dry. It's simpler to revive an underwatered poinsettia than an overwatered one, as too much water can lead to root rot, often fatal for the plant. Hope you find this video useful. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more houseplant care videos.